This allows you to feel a force vector on the grip, squeezing. This is great for shallowing the golf club in transition and creating connection in the golf swing.
And remember, as Ben Hogan talked about, trying to keep your elbows closer and closer to each other in the backswing was one of his main things. So Ben talked about keeping the elbows close to each other. In modern instruction, we refer to that as external shoulder rotation. And then he also said he wished he was born with 3 right hands so he could pour the power into the golf club on the way down.
Yeah, and I think it's really unique training aid that doesn't really impact you at the moment of truth when you're striking the ball, but not have it force you into an awkward position as you're striking. Every golfer has a different release pattern, an ability to get to a point as you're leading into the ball that creates the right angle of attack, the right delivery, but gives you the freedom to release the golf club.
From all the data that we've seen is it's really important to be able to get that cradle onto that right wrist almost like a waiter's tray, because even at that space, what we refer to as a square club face or even a shut club face with different players, that face is still very open to the plane coming down. So everybody who's hitting the ball straight, they're all releasing it, and that's the most important part. So get it into a strong position in the backswing where you've basically accomplished all that you need to do to allow you then to close the face at different rates of closure to hit whatever shot that you want.
Really unique feature of this is it limits what we call radial deviation of the wrist. It's the up and down motion of the wrist. And many golfers, especially amateurs, especially golfers that are aging, have a reduction in their turn, their arm swing gets short, and they try to get length in their backswing by over-hinging the wrist. This will optimize your ability to feel width, height, and rotation because of the lack of ability to dump the wrist off. This creates connection in the golf swing.
Yeah, and I think one of the most important things that we see with PGA Tour players is from the top of the backswing is how fast their right arm straightens on the way down. So all this idea about keeping my elbow bent and keeping it this way, we just absolutely don't see that with world-class players. So when I'm able to put all those angles into position, then I'm able to straighten my arm on the way down, which is going to allow people to keep the center of mass behind them, which is one of the things that's going to help square the face. And then 2, with the right arm in that position, as it straightens, that also helps to get the club face square, because what we're dealing with amateur golfers is slicers. So the first thing that you have to attack is the club face. And the club face will incentivize, and the hands and arm swing will incentivize how the body's supposed to work. So basically, right at this wrist segment and hand segment, that's kind of the GPS for the golf swing. So if we do those things right, it's unbelievable how many effects that we get for free that are going to improve people really quickly.
使用时需要确保压缩球靠近手腕，这一点很重要，因为人们都在强调肘部和肩膀的重要性，但实际上手腕主导了手臂上部的动作，就像脚和脚踝主导上面的动作一样。因此，我们把压缩球放在手腕，用来获得动态反馈。根据当代这项运动的物理学理论，这样的情况下，双手之间产生了静力矢量，同时左右手又有一个相反作用力，因此我们同时在创造力量，又在创造扭矩。如果让双手尽可能靠近，就像 Ben Hogan 很早说过的一句话，就能总是感觉到双手肘在不断靠近。这也说明了手腕对于手肘、手臂的主导作用。当在这个位置进行大约30到40码的击球，去感受那种压力下的挥杆击球，同时保持压缩球给你双臂前臂的那种压力感。要记住上杆到顶点。手腕设置的目的之一是为了下杆释放获取速度，当要击球又是需要主导和控制速度，因此在身体设置时让压缩球在2个手腕之间，目的是为了击球时不要用手屈腕或不屈腕，对于手臂只是一时的动作，那是为了获取速度。如果身体设置时像这样并保持不变，就能创造强有力的挥杆，但又不会担心球会飞得太远。